Identification confirmed.
Alright, yep, we got all that. Woo, woo, blooper reel.
Well,
Space.
what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard
Earth.
most of her life.
Oh, there's that voice.
Military service runs in the family.
There's that
Both
voice.
her parents were in the Navy.
Two badasses in Keith David and Lance Henriksen, and then whoever the fuck voices Udina.
Yeah,
She's the only reason this is.
you gotta admit an actor's great when he can get you to absolutely hate his character.
Indeed.
You know, like just
Shepard's the
from
best
the
we've got.
first word.
I'll make the call.
Yeah, and again, this hooked me like immediately because I had not, much like with Baldur's Gate, had not played a game like that ever. Like I don't think there had been a game even that came close to this, which felt like a movie.
A Sci-Fi Channel original series,
You know,
complete with the final season that just kind of craps out.
I mean, honestly, one of their better ones, really.
Terrace Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
I hate it when she leaves, but I love watching her go.
I do like this whole opening sequence where you get kind of a nice, quick tour of the ship, too.
Here's the other thing I like. That this is the style throughout
Relay is hot.
the
Acquiring approach vector.
This right here is, they don't give you cutscenes
All
where
stations secure for transfer.
everything looks like it's been animated by Disney. You know, there's absolutely perfect animation. Like, this is how you play it.
They don't pull out of engine for pre-recorded optimized stuff. It's all completely in engine.
Board is green.
I am looking intently.
Also, the other thing that I think of this, and a lot of BioWare's earlier games, and BioWare's games in general, did
Hitting the relay in 3, 2,
using music on this. It really is.
They had one of the big experiences that they had that I think allowed them to kind of cheat and learn how to properly pace it all was from Knights of the Old Republic, because they had the soundtrack pre-done.
No, you're right. There's
But again, when you have the soundtrack pre-done, when you don't have to create something from the ground up, you can learn pacing.
Will be pleased.
absolutely, and it.
I hate that guy.
There we go. There we have. Katie. Speaking of Knights of the Old
You remember to
Republic,
zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom?
Carthonasi must die.
I just jumped this halfway across the galaxy. and hit a
very,
target the size
very,
of a pinhead.
and
That's
I believe
incredible.
he's also in Dragon Age. I
Besides,
believe he's
specters are
also
trouble.
voices.
I don't like having them on
I
board.
think he's on their
Call me
payroll.
paranoid.
He's on.
You're paranoid.
he's in
The council
basically
helped
most of
fund
their
this
games.
project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
And he has a voice that just grates on you.
He never, honestly, he never plays an unlikable
Right.
character. I just don't like any of his characters.
So, first big choice. Official story, but only an idiot believes the official story. I say play it cool with the you're overreacting.
Yeah, let's go with that. You're overreacting.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker.
Having been in the Air Force, you know that is
Just clear
that is
the
not
fact.
that is well.
That is just a
Stealth
fact.
systems engaged?
If we're working, if we're working, somebody failed. That's kind of the deal. So there's another famous voice you have
Aye, aye,
there.
Captain.
Jennifer Hale,
Better brace
yep.
yourself.
and also
Well,
Seth Green.
Seth Green's Joker, probably at the time the most famous person working on this.
I would argue
That,
otherwise.
Commander?
Only in the sense that Keith David is most well known.
You need that voice that'll make you shit your pants and say, "Yes, sir, you get
Yeah.
Keith David."
It's true, but most people don't know that's him. They don't know
I mean-
who Keith David is. Whereas Seth Green, he's pretty. He's been in mainstream movies.
Scott from the Austin Powers movies.
Yeah, he's a Scott
Great.
from the Austin
You
Powers
pissed the
movies,
captain
all
off, and
that.
now I'm gonna pay for it.
Don't blame me. The captain's always in a bad mood.
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
That's actually one of my favorite lines. It's reminiscent of a line from Band of Brothers. where their training instructor comes down on them. And, they say, "Why do you hate us?" And they say,
They don't hate us.
They just hate you. And that's.
Sounds like you don't trust Arturian guests.
Sorry, Commander, just having a chat with Adams.
So this guy always, and it's really funny because he's actually in the games later on. He always reminded me of Saul Tigh from Battlestar Galactica. The actor that plays him is actually in the game and very recognizable. It's basically him, but this guy kind of physically reminded me of.
And the guy who played Ty is actually...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He's actually in the game later on.
But yeah, it's a... But yeah, the grouchy, functionally pissed off CEO.
Yeah, just
RXO.
Just, I mean... just the guy that's just pissed off all the time. You can't really tell why. And it's. I've always imagined that since he's the XO, he's pissed off all the time because the commander isn't. So he kind of has to. Dr. Chakwas, I think.
Favorite supporting character in the entire trilogy. Part of it helps that for me. I can't say growing up, but in my professional life, my mentor that got me into my current job was a medical doctor, and had about the same age difference here, 50s versus late 20s, early 30s.
I've always loved the sci-fi trope of the ship's doctor. In my mind, for a good command structure to work, there has to be somebody that can hold the commander accountable. There has to be somebody who, for whatever reason, is basically allowed to tell the commander,
stays cool
you're being
even
a
under
douche.
fire.
And I think in real life, leaders need that. And I think every good leader I know of has had that.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins?
Has had somebody that explains to
Very
them,
peaceful, Commander.
no, you're wrong.
They've been real careful
And
with
here's why you're
development,
wrong.
so you don't have any city noise or pollution.
You need to be right.
My parents lived on
And
the
you need to
outskirts
get
of the
yourself
colony.
right, and you need to get
At
your
night,
life
I used to
right.
climb this big hill and stare across the
I
fields
think
back to the
that,
lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous.
Dr.
But
Chakwas is.
when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet.
Which is funny because
That's why I
you
joined the
don't
Alliance.
ever really get
Paradise gets
into
boring after a while.
a serious conflict with her over anything ethical.
Any idea why Eden
No,
Prime was chosen as our
I feel like
destination?
Not really sure.
that's one of those things that's.
Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies.
Obviously they couldn't
Good place
put
to take the
absolutely
Normandy for a
everything in there,
shakedown
but I
run,
feel
guess.
like if
No real
they were
danger
going to
there.
do this as a TV
There's
show
gotta
or
be
something, they
something
would
else
certainly
going
show
on.
that.
Got a
It just
specter on
feels like
board.
she's in that
That's why I'm so
position.
wound up. Can't
She
wait for the
is
real mission to
in the
start.
genetic line of Bones, Dr. Bones McCoy from Star Trek, or
So, do we want to downplay the mission, or do we want to say, you got this, kid?
you know what? Let's downplay it.
Do
We're
your
hero.
job, follow my orders, and there won't be any problems.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance.
Space
I need to show the brass I can do it.
Jesus!
That's right. Let's keep it realistic. Actually, pretty much all of those answers are very realistic for what you would say to a subordinate going into a.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you.
Thing like this.
Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't
worry,
be a
man.
hero.
I'm not gonna screw this up.
Probably the best advice one can give to anybody in a military situation.
Captain's waiting for me.
We don't want heroes. We want successful people, because if you've ever noticed,
Heroes wind
are
up dead.
Exactly. This is and I've 2 gets a lot of praise, I feel like, but
Alright. Hold that thought, we got a big moment here. So,
I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
do we even speak
this
the same
world,
language?
Remote.
No, the computers are
Eden
doing most of the
Prime.
work.
It is quite beautiful.
So, they say it's a paradise, or...
go with Beyond Beautiful.
They
Alright.
say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise.
I'm just really going with stuff I've never chosen before.
Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people.
I mean, we could be totally like Orange
Humanity can not
Cassidy
only
and just not
establish
give a
colonies
single
across the galaxy,
fuck.
but also protect them.
It's funny you bring up Orange. You stick with your
If
gimmick.
you've got
and
something to
stuff.
say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers,
So,
Shepard.
good things happen
Galaxy
when you
can be a
stick with your
very
gimmick,
dangerous
to be honest
place.
with you.
Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
Keith
This
David,
mission
speaking
is
of which,
far more than a
one
simple shot.
a physical movie he was in that has one of the best lines he's ever delivered, if you ask me, is Men at Work.
Oh, yeah!
With Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Yeah, he stabs somebody going
I
after
already
his
figured
French
that
fry,
out.
doesn't he?
Well, no, he grabs Emilio Estevez's hand by the
That's why we
wrist
needed
when
the
he was
stealth
trying to
system
swipe a fry, and he says, and I quote, "There are many things in this world that are sacred. One of them happens to be another man's fries.
It's true.
Learn this, and
It's
I
true.
promise you, you will live a long and healthy life."
It's true. And yet, when we get a significant other, we always let them take
I don't
our
like being
prize.
kept in the dark.
Well, that's different. You know,
Information
this was
strictly
Emilio
limited.
Estevez, the least of the Sheen
A research
family.
team on Prime
being
unearthed some kind of
Right.
Well,
beacon
the,
during an
the
excavation.
least visible, I would have to say that he's probably the most sane. Although that being said, I do every once in a while have to watch Martin Sheen on West
The
Wing.
Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains.
These days we could do that on a commercial about
all based on
prescription
technology.
discounts.
It's
This is
true.
big.
It's true.
The last time humanity made a discovery like this,
Oh,
it jumped
good
our
Lord,
technology
his voice.
forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't
Sir,
have the
please don't
facilities
hurt
to
me.
handle something.
I'll do whatever you
We
want.
need to bring
You
the
know,
beacon back to the
When
city
you have a
from
voice
the
that good that you can make a living
Obviously, this goes
as a
beyond mere human
performer
interest.
without
This
anybody ever
discovery could
seeing
affect
you.
every species in
That's,
council space.
that's incredible. Him and Mark Hamill are the two I think of when I'm thinking voice actors most of the time.
Yeah, but Mark Hamill, I mean, Mark Hamill's natural voice, particularly as he's gotten older, hasn't,
Are we
I like
expecting
you sound
trouble?
worried. That's
I'm
good.
always expecting trouble.
well, it's diplomatic without being
Nihilus isn't just
conciliatory.
here
Mm-hmm.
So,
He's also here to
Um,
evaluate you.
now this one.
Yeah, there we go.
Since
That's
when
it.
do we answer to the specters?
You're smart enough.
I wish that they did the actual
The Alliance
actual
has
line
been pushing this for a
that
long
they
time.
show you like Helly is, but
I know
larger
that's
role in
that
shaping
was
interstellar policy.
one thing that I kind
want
of
more things.
Fallout
They
4
don't
does the same thing,
The
where it's
specters
like they
represent
give
the
you
council's power
something,
and
and then
authority.
when your
If they
character
accept the
actually
humans into their
speaks it, it
ranks,
sort of
It shows how far
doesn't
the
quite
Yeah.
follow the line.
Assault
So.
during
yeah, I'm sure that there's a
You
practical
showed not
actual
only
reason
courage,
for
but
that.
also incredible skill.
Words.
That's why
What
you're
words?
moving forward as
Words
a candidate
hard.
for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the specters?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some potentially.
Hey, look! Our
See what you have to
the
offer.
first contact between our species was at the end of a gun in a massive misunderstanding. Alright?
You know, that's kind of a
But the-
sci-fi trope, really.
But the fact is that you took on the largest army in space and kicked us square in the balls. So,
Yeah, it's funny that
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
the
Earth needs
sci-fi
you,
tropes.
Shepard.
Honestly,
We're
this
counting
this
on
game, this whole series is
I need to
basically
skills myself.
it is nothing but
Eden Prime
sci-fi
will be the
tropes. But
first
the
of
way they
several
put it
missions
together,
You'll be in
is
charge of the ground.
it makes it
Secure
feel
the
very
beacon and get it
original.
onto the ship ASAP.
It makes it feel very,
Nihilus
very
will accompany you to observe the mission.
right, yep.
Just give the word, Captain.
Let's go shoot some shit.
Woohoo!
We got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Yeah, of course we do. Jeff.
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Pew, pew, pew.
Seriously, if
Pew,
they
pew.
ever do a live action of this and they
Get down.
keep David to do, oh, there she
Pink
is.
armor!
There she is. There's our.
It's a girl! Look! She looks like RC!
Indeed.
I am so glad that after this game, Pink armor went away. It's just.
Well, you know, gamer nerds need some way to tell who they, you know, since the armor in this game is all practical regardless of your gender, gamer nerds needed some way to tell oh, geez, giant space squid. What the hell?
Alright, who let Lovecraft out of his grave?
I know, right? I'm feeling like there's going to be some bad
Reverse the
tentacle
whole
touch.
thing.
And mild Northeastern American racism?
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
Status report.
honestly...
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Lovecraft was
Take us
really,
in for a fast
really
supply.
not shy
This
about
mission
that.
just-
No, he wasn't. But
A small strike team can move quickly without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Generally
Grab your
speaking,
gear and meet us in the
pure
cargo hold.
hatred of anybody who is not
New Englander.
So it really
Tell
doesn't
Alenko and
matter
Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're
in
going
a lot
in.
of ways, but thankfully this game seems to imply that in the future we get over that.
No, well, when you have alien species to be racist against.
Right? It puts everything in perspective.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
Please don't hurt me! Yes, sir!
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
It impresses me so much because not only can he do this as
coming
this
with us?
actor, he could step in and do this.
I move faster on my
no
own.
difficulties whatsoever.
He's a little too old to be doing
Nihilus will scout out ahead.
Yeah,
We'll
but he
feed you status
cheats.
reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio
He didn't
silence.
look that old at all.
Well, he max leveled.
It's true, but you see him today. And,
Sir, yes, sir!
Ready and able, sir.
I saw him.
The mission's yours now, Shepard.
In CIS.
Good luck.
See,
We are approaching drop point 2.
And that was.
in Riddick, he didn't play a physically demanding character, though.
Well, I mean, honestly, there's not a lot of physical demand for.
You see, that's the enlisted talking.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hold on.
What do we got? Oh, we've got all the guns.
We got all of the
tasty
guns.
weapons.
And Jenkins has got his rifle, too, so yeah, we're good to go.
Hostiles everywhere.
Jenkins, no!
So, do you just shoot the... Like, I practice sniping.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, I mean, but me personally, there is a certain joy to this earlier version of the weapon where you don't have to worry about shield regenerator. That's a nice first grab.
Whoop! Oh shit!
And by the way, I believe that is
a grenade.
Standard. Yeah, it's a grenade, but I believe that's a standard response to picking up the first thing. I think everybody does that the first time they pick that up. Wow, there's a lot of training to go through. Intimidate the shit out of you. Oh, there we go.
Sure, Jenkins. I will develop you thoroughly.
Yes, Jenkins develop core Jenkins.
He is so fucked.
I know, right? I feel that shield generator. That was a nice pickup. That's kind of a random thing. You ever figure out what's shooting over there? like there's munitions flying, but there's like there's no clear what the hell is shooting.
No, sir, I can't say I have.
That's what I figured. There, see, it's just randomly coming out of there.
I'm more wondering what it's shooting at because.
Well, I'm assuming it's a giant whale or something out there in the ocean.
We'll have good eating for a month with that.
One of the things I noticed on this game is it's really great at having these unrealistic, like it's just these frighteningly large things that. Oh God! Oh no!
Jenkins, no!
Jenkins!
You'll be remembered. No, you won't. You won't be remembered unless I am really drunk.
No, look, he was one of 12, and his HGLI is really going to put his brothers and sisters through school, so, I mean, you can't, I feel bad, obviously, but, we're a war hero, sir.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
I'm pointing at you.
Yes, point.
I'm doing the Harrison Ford point.
Indeed, I'm going to point that too.
Alright.
Oh, we got more.
We got more. Yeah, Caden, we can keep doing the thing.
Yeah, Caden can be doing things until the things continue. With the It's funny. So with the main character, I always like to max out their the charm and intimidate.
Oh yeah. Give me options.
Exactly. And then I still end up shooting everything. But you know.
Or punching things.
Oh yeah, no, I love punching. Punching is.
Oh, wrong one. Caden, do the thing.
I think first time I played through this, I actually died like 2 or 3 times. It was just kind of figuring out how to use the weaponry and whatnot.
Shock absorbers, huh? What does that do?
I can't imagine it's better than the shield.
Install. Oh yeah, that's right. When they were really all about the whole. Well, fine. Here, Caden.
Well, hey, it's better than.
Caden, you get a toy.
Yeah, it's better than having.
Not gonna get knocked on your ass.
Hey, look. From a purely, you never want to leave a space empty.
Nope, you get a thing that gives you a 10% protection against disease, you put it on.
Exactly.
Why? You don't have something that does that.
I mean, honestly though, right now I would really like
Wear your fucking masks.
Wear your fucking masks, people. That will give you a 10%. Actually, it's more than that. It's
a
considerable amount more than that.
My point is that a true gamer would take even a 10%.
Oh yeah, no. Oh, and here we have pink armor.
Ku Klux babe.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she lets out like the casual, like what
She has the
human
casual,
privilege, not.
She is the casual.
Casual racist.
Yeah, she's
not like hardcore about anything.
No.
Just sort of like the she like I believe all the stereotypes.
Yeah,
because that's easy.
Yeah, because you know, and I mean, she lives up to the stereotype. Because look at that chef, and she's wearing normal issue and we have Ashley over here who has to make sure everybody knows
I'm a girl.
She's a girl.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Gunnery Chief.
Williams?
No, actually, you're the one in charge.
Serious.
Chief?
The others weren't so lucky. Oh, man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit.
I mean, again,
we're
talking someone in early 30s age range who has made, I mean, what, the equivalent of an 0708 rank?
I mean, Gunnery Chief.
Where's the rest of
I'm
our
not
squad?
sure.
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an
we
ambush.
were 0708.
I don't think any of the others.
She's senior.
I think I'm the only one
enlisted,
left.
Whichever. And so she's
Point
been
is
doing
that
this a
that's
lot.
something that you get. That's like the end stage career rank for someone who's done their 20 years.
Yeah, she generally speaking knows more about what's going on.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're
and
Geth.
generally speaking has the ear of whatever senior officer
nearly 200 years.
is around. The Geth. Oh, the Geth. See,
They
I
must
always
have come
kind
for
of-
the beacon.
This one
The
I
dig
first
site
saw
is
it,
close,
was so
just over that
interesting
rise.
to me,
It might still be
this
there.
idea of the Geth.
Well, and the fact that, like, first off, good single syllable name. It's just like the Borg.
Yes. No, absolutely right. It's an easily said name. It's not
We could use your help,
confusing.
Williams.
And it's a name that can
ma'am.
carry, like,
It's time
if
for
you're telling a
payback.
story and you went, the Geth, and it just...
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile.
Sci-fi trope. Thank
Well,
you,
after
thank
that,
you,
they just kind
Asimov.
of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago,
I always
they
thought it would be
unearthed some
funny if,
Prothean ruins
they had
and
were
the
completely
beacon.
oblivious to what was
Suddenly,
going on
every
there.
scientific
Instead
expert
of,
in the
knowing
college was
everything.
interested. That's when they brought us in to see
Can you
the
tell me
site.
the beacon? And she
I don't
goes,
know much
"The
about
what?"
the
I just wish there was a
but I
walk
heard
and
one of the
talk
researchers say
option.
this could be
Oh,
the biggest
that would be
scientific
yes.
discovery of the
Speaking of
century.
West Wing,
What
walk
happened
and
to the
talk option
researchers
would
at
have
the
been
dig site?
phenomenal.
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
No.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on
He
our
carries
side.
the same amount of firepower
Sorry.
that you do.
Like I said, no Turians.
The only difference, Alenko, is that he knows how to use it.
Yeah. I mean, that's an excellent point. Like, everybody carries everything in this game, but...
You're worthless yuts.
Yeah, they don't... Most of them don't know how to use it.
Alright. So, first off...
Yep. Make her a tank.
That's what she's good for. And don't get me wrong, Mass Effect E is one of those games where you need a tank.
It's true. It's true. Well, it's certainly an upgrade for him.
Yeah, no kidding. So, alright. Alright, let's see here. There. Commit a war crime, Ashley.
Well, I mean, better she committed than we committed.
So, blame the enlisted. That's what officers are good for.
Nah, it's true. Oh, look. An arrow.
Just telling me to ram myself up against the,
No.
Alright.
Bogies!
Haha!
You two go up there and get shot so we can stay here.
This is the Navy, enlisted going to combat.
I know, they're not smart like the Air Force. We send our officers into combat.
So, dig site. Nothing.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research.
I have to admit that one of the things I like
You think
about
anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky.
BioWare and
Maybe hiding up in the camp.
series of
It's
games
just on the
is
top
that,
of this ridge, up the
women's
ramps.
armor is not it's armor. It is functional armor.
I mean, yes, there's boob curvature there, but it's
Yes.
heavily padded.
Yeah, but it is.
You don't. I mean, women's breasts are not shaped like that unless they have had an outpatient visit.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But it's covering. It's not like bikini male.
I mean, I shouldn't laugh at that, but I am.
Yeah, well, I mean it's true.
Oh wait, did I? Nope, no grenade uptake. Cool,
Yeah, that's right.
cool.
No grenades.
And no grenades, Apone. Shit.
But you don't get grenades until you learn not to throw them when you pick up your first upgrade.
I suppose I earned that.
We all did, honestly. I don't think anybody's done that first section. No matter how many times I've played it, I think I've thrown that grenade 9 times out of 10.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your
See,
guard
now
up.
here's something that really struck me about these games is that with this
Oh,
engine,
God, they're still alive.
they could have made one of the most effective zombie horror survival games ever. And also that the shotgun is primarily useless.
It gets better the more you have. Oh, son of a bitch!
That hurt. But yeah, and honestly, this engine really could have been effective for a whole lot of different intellectual properties. I think Aliens would have worked really well with this. certainly a 40K game would look phenomenal with this.
Yeah, but Games Workshop, they have for them, in order to make a good game, they have to make like 9 bad games first.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And the last couple of games, they've only made about 5, so they've got 4 more bad games to come out before we get a good one.
Alright. Begin manual override. X, Y. Simon says...
Humans, thank the Maker.
Alright, 3PO.
Close the door before they come back.
Don't worry. We'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity
Oh,
is ended.
God.
Only ruin and corpses will remain.
This is what we call foreshadowing, people.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
Later on in the game series, you figure
It all
out what's
happened so
happening.
fast. 1 second,
He
we
was
blew up our
touched in
equipment.
a bad
The
spot.
next, we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
Well, now I believe that the Lord, He came down to me. He said, give me $15 million by this weekend so I can build that amusement park for the Lord. So I may put gasoline into all of my limousines for the Lord. Would I lie to you?
Did you
Yes,
notice the
you
Tory-
would. But in this case, he was not lying.
I
Leader
know,
of
but
the enemy.
just whenever I see people preaching,
Impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry.
like
Manuel's
normally
still-
I would be more
sick.
than happy to be suspicious of
seen
people,
it,
but
Jerry.
that is
We've been
physically
hiding here since the
impossible right
attack.
there. Alright, let's
wrong
get
with
to
your
the fun
assistant?
part.
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are 2 sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
If you
I
say
gave
so.
him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Here we go.
Say goodnight,
Say
Manuel.
goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around.
Extreme was my middle name.
You can't just go
Agatha
around whacking
Ex-
people.
Agatha Extreme Shepard. Wait, no. Agatha Fisty Shepard.
That is correct. That is correct. Everybody is getting a fist.
It was only a matter of time.
Especially-
Something crazy and dangerous.
Especially.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Especially people who deserve it.
Hey,
In every possible way.
so on that note, welcome to the tale of Agatha
Agatha
Fisty, where we will, among other things in this game, take every opportunity we can to punch people.
Indeed.
So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll finish up this planet. Be seeing ya.
Bye-bye.